Hey guys, welcome to my channel. If you are new here and if you're not, welcome back. My name is Heidi. I am a Poshmark seller, stay-at-home mom, very new to YouTube, but I wanted to come on today and share with you guys some tips on how you can grow your Instagram. Now, this is a question that I get asked a lot on Instagram because right now my following is at about 25,000, and last year in June I did my first 1,000 follower giveaway. So in a very short time I was able to grow my Instagram page to well over 20,000 followers. So if you want to hear some tips and tricks that worked for me, continue on watching, but don't forget to hit that subscribe button and like this video. So let's get started. All right, I am sorry, I had to take my hair down because I hate having it up when it's wet, and I just took a shower, and my little boys, I have two little boys, they are currently napping, so I did not want to pull out the hair dryer and wake them up. So I am sorry for the wet hair look, but this is just what it's gonna be. So moving on, I have a little notebook here with just a little bit of tips that I wanted to share with you so I wouldn't forget. And the first thing I want to share with you is, well, consistency. There is so much about being consistent. Does it really matter? Do you need a schedule? Do you need to be posting like every single day or every other day? What works? And honestly, the answer is whatever works for your schedule. Yes, it is important to be consistent. I share almost every day, and it's typically very early in the morning or very late at night. That is when people are most likely to be using the app, when they're just waking up, they reach for their phones, they're scrolling through, or at night when they're going to bed and they get their phone and again, they're just, scrolling through. So I try to post almost every single day. Sometimes life gets busy and I don't get to it, and it's fine. But if I'm not posting every day, then I try to be in my stories. So whether you are someone who is very, very busy and does not have time to be consistent with your posting every single day, try to be a little bit active on your stories and just keep, that engagement with your followers. I wouldn't stress too much about being consistent as far as the exact time you want to be posting on. I typically post right before I go get my kids. In the morning I'll post, but let me backtrack. Before you think about posting or before you post, I want you to make sure that you have some time available to be active with your post. So do not post, set your phone down and walk away and come back, an hour or two later when you're done having breakfast, whatever. No, you want to be active with your post. The first hour of your post being live is the most important as far as engagement. So if someone is leaving a comment on your post, you want to respond. You want to respond in not just emojis or a heart face, although I sometimes do that, but you want to have a conversation with the people who are commenting on your post. If there's conversation going on, if people are liking your post, then Instagram is kind of oh, people are interested in this post, and they'll push it in the algorithm. So it's very important to engage with your post and not just post something on Instagram and walk away from it. So whenever I post in the morning, I make sure that I have a little bit of time to engage with whoever is commenting on my post. And I also like to send my post to my stories with a little whatever catchy phrase that will make people want to click the post and want to go check it out. And I'll explain more a little bit about that later on. So yes, be consistent as far as, when you're posting. Is it early in the morning? Is it late at night? Is it every day? It doesn't have to be every day, but try to find some sort of, consistency or routine if you will, with your posts. So that would be my tip number one is try to be a little bit consistent or find a routine for what works for your schedule and what works for you. And if that's something that you're still trying to figure out, well, post whenever you can and see what works. See when the times are that you do get more engagement and see what content gets more engagement. Play around with it. And it's okay if some posts flop. I have some that don't have that much engagement, and that's okay. I take that as a way of learning what works for my page and what doesn't. So don't be scared to post something and have it not do so well. Learn from it and, you know, try to recreate it and do a little bit better or something different next time around. So don't stress about it, but consistency is kind of important. All right, tip number 2. And oh, that kind of hurt. So the other day, I went to get a physical. I'm getting sidetracked telling you a little bit of story here. I went to go get a physical because I was due for one, and in order to be in compliance with my insurance, I needed certain things done. One of them was a physical. So I went, and I've had 2 kids. I've had plenty of blood work, IVs, you name it. I've had it. So I've never been scared of pain. Really, I have a pretty high pain tolerance or needles. But this time around, when I went to go get my physical, I am in so much pain. I have given birth 2 times, it's TMI, and they've both been natural births, meaning like no medication at all. So like I can handle pain, but my arm has been so bad. It was like hurting me brushing my hair, and I'm gonna show you how gross it looks. And I am sorry, I should have given you a heads up, but it looks so disgusting. And I don't know what she did to my poor vein. And this is only day 1. I went to the doctor yesterday of me getting my blood work done. So yeah, I don't know what she did to my vein, but my arm hurts. But if that has ever happened to you, or you know why that's happening, let me know down below, because that's never happened to me. And I was a little bit nervous. Like, is this normal? Should I call the doctor and be like, listen, my arm looks a little rough, but I don't know. Anyway, let's move on. Number 2, with the posts and stuff, you want to make sure that your posts are clear. So photos. Okay. And there's a lot to say about this. I could make a whole video on just photos, but I'm not. I'm going to try to wrap it up in a little nutshell, tie a bow on it, and present it to you. So with anything, you want to make sure that your pictures are very clear. You don't want to present anything that is taken in low quality, that is blurry, that, you know, it's not appealing to the eye. You want to draw people who are scrolling through to, oh, what was that picture? And they may want to go back, they want to make click on it, they want to zoom in, whatever it may be. You want to draw that attention. And by having clear photos, you will do that. So there are so many editing apps. I mean, your phone alone has many ways where you can edit a picture. Now, what I use personally, and if you haven't seen my Instagram, you can find it by searching Heidi's Noble Hanger, but I may change that handle very soon. So I don't know if I will change it by the time this video is out. Anyway, that is very, you know, I like to have an aesthetic to my page. So my pictures, I try to make sure that they're crisp and they are clean and they're like kind of white. And yeah, anyway, you can go check it out. But there are many photo apps that you can use. The one that I use personally is Lightroom, which is very, very, very popular. So many people use it. So many bloggers have their own presets that you can purchase. And I actually went ahead and purchased, well, actually, no, I didn't purchase. I take that back. My friend purchased presets and was able to install them in my phone. And I know that you can get a bundle for like $40 or $20. I'm not sure, but there's a wide variety of prices and presets that you can buy according to your, depending on your budget. But Lightroom is free. You can definitely make your own presets and play around with, you know, whatever color scheme you like. There are many people who like, you know, the darker hues or the pink hues or the orange hues. I mean, whatever it may be, whatever your aesthetic is, whatever you like, you can definitely customize it. So every picture you take, no matter where you are or what lighting it's on, you just hit the preset and it just customizes it to your own liking, which is great. So I have about 4 that I use, and it depends on, you know, whatever I'm feeling that day. So again, my pictures, I try to make them look nice. And yes, I sometimes will like clean up my office if I'm having, you know, a picture in my office so it doesn't look messy, because I want to present, you know, nice content, and then I'll go ahead and add the preset so it just fits with my aesthetic. So again, the app is Lightroom. You can go ahead and download it. I think they even offer a free preset you can download and install in your phone to get you started, and it's super easy to use. And I recommend using that if you want to try that out. So yeah, tip number 2 is your pictures. Make sure they're clean, crisp, clear, aesthetically pleasing. And if you can't edit yourself where it looks nice, just get a preset and the work is done for you. All right, so we've covered, oh, I got something in my eye. Sorry guys. Okay. And my hair is getting so frizzy as I film. So, geez, I am so sorry. This is not what I look like, but holy moly, my arm. Anyway, okay, so we've talked about consistency and pictures, and let's talk about analytics. Okay, this is another one where it's like there's a lot that I could share about it, but it is very important to know, which kind of goes with the, you know, consistency one. It's very important to know when you get the most engagement on your posts. How do I know when my posts will be getting engagement? Well, one, you got to post and kind of figure out what is, you know, making more of a buzz, what time during the day, and what kind of posts are. So what you can do is after you put on, you know, a few posts, you can, one, go to your Instagram analytics on your insights. If you have the business account on Instagram, there's so much information on that. I can't even discuss them right now. There are too many, which are all awesome. To study when to post, what kind of pictures are getting the most engagement, what kind of pictures are reaching more people, how many profile visits you've had in the last 7 days, you know, where your audience is from, in the country, outside of the country. I mean, there is so much information on the business account of Instagram. But if you don't have that and you're still maybe on the fence, okay, well, I have a small account, I don't have a business Instagram, I'm still maybe private, I'm nervous about going public, whatever it may be. I had all of those thoughts in the beginning. I was like, I don't know if I want to go public. I don't know if I want to go to a business Instagram. So I was a little bit nervous. I found this app called When to Post. It is absolutely free, and I used it for about a week or so because I just couldn't keep up with my lifestyle. I have 2 little boys, so I am very busy during the day, very busy. So I had a hard time keeping up with like exactly when to post. So I kind of tried it for a little bit, and then it just, you know, trickled away. But I think it does work. So you log in with your Instagram after you download the app. It's absolutely free, and it actually will analyze a week's worth of your posts, and probably more to get all the data. And every single day, it will give you 3 times when your Instagram gets the most engagement. So it'll be, you know, it's like a chart. Monday, Tuesday is like a column. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, blah, blah, blah. And Monday would be like 8:30 a.m., I don't know, 3 p.m. and like 6:42. Like it's down to the minute. So that is another thing. If you decide to check out that app, make sure that you post to the exact minute. So like sometimes it was like, okay, you got to post on Tuesday. And again, you don't have to, they're just suggestions. But let's say I wanted to post on Tuesday, and well, I wanted to post in the morning. The app told me Tuesday at 9:43 in the morning is when I have the most engagement on the app in my account. So I have two little boys. I'm in the middle of getting breakfast. I'm like, juggling a bunch of stuff. So I didn't always have the time to sit, and like wait for like 9:43 post and then interact with my post. So it became a little bit challenging for me. Now you could also obviously wait and do the other 2 times, whatever it may be. But the times that I was given when I have more engagement was times that were just not always, very good for me, because I was just busy with the kids or things came up, whatever it might be. Blah, I'm rambling. But anyway, so the app is called When to Post. If you do not have the business account on Instagram, check it out. It will be very helpful, and it's free. It will show you when you should post your stuff and get the most engagement. All right, I just recorded a whole section and it never recorded. So I am going to try to remember what I said, and I was very happy with how it came out. So take 2 on whatever it was that I was talking about. I hate when that happens. All right. I think I was talking about your bio. Okay, so your bio is very, very important, because that is what will kind of make people hit that follow button or not. People have like literally less than 2 seconds to hit that follow button when they come to your page. And if your bio is overwhelming, I'm sorry, I probably wouldn't hit follow either, because I don't know what your page is about. I don't have time to sit and look at every single post that you have with your caption and comments to see what your page is going to be about. So my Poshmark, no, not Poshmark. I do sell on Poshmark. My Instagram page literally says, it says Life plus Poshmark, bullet underneath that says busy mom of 2 little boys. So when you come to my page, it's very clear what is going to be delivered. They see that in a little glance. They scroll down and they see my pictures. It represents what I'm saying I do in my bio. So it's like they go together hand in hand. It's just easy. So make sure that your bio is clear, it's concise, it's not overwhelming with a bunch of emojis, long sentences. Maximize the number of characters that you have that you can use on your bio. All of that said, I mean, I have like a bunch of other stuff that I could say, but I'm going to cut it here and say, how does all of that have to do with gaining followers? If you have all your ducks in a row, if your bio is clear and concise, it's, accurate, your pictures look nice, you're being consistent with when you're posting, all of that leads to people wanting to follow you, because you are going to naturally draw people in. You are active. And one of the most important things is to engage back. You want to comment back on the comments they're leaving you. You want to comment on their posts. You want to maybe even repost some of their stuff on your stories. Shout people out in your stories, DM people. Use all of the stuff that Instagram offers you. And, using Instagram stories is another great tool to engage with your followers. You can do the polls, the questions. I mean, so many things. And I could ramble on about that on another video. But engage with your followers. And I think the best thing that I could share with you after sharing all of that is be yourself, because no one can be you. No one can do what you do, say what you do. No one is you. You being yourself will naturally, draw people in. I am so just surprised that I get, people to connect with me. Sometimes I'll share something that I personally like or that I personally don't like, and I'm like, God, who out there is gonna like this or whatever? And sure enough, people do. People will connect with you on so many levels, from your favorite coffee to hardships that you've been through to having great weekend sales on Poshmark or whatever it may be. People will connect with you if you are being authentic. Don't copy people. do things. If you want to recreate something that somebody else did, give credit to where you got your inspiration from. It is very important to be authentic. That alone will be your biggest gaining follower tip ever, is to be authentic, to be you. People want to know who you are. People want to see what you're doing. They don't want to see, a copycat. And you should be able to gain followers without a problem. I promise you. I had 1,000 followers in June of last year. Now it's November, and I have over 25,000 followers on Instagram. So just show up, be present in your stories, engage back, post when you can, make sure they're nice, clear photos. I mean, there isn't a lot of secrets to it. You just got to put a little bit of effort into it. I'm busy. I typically don't ever do my makeup. My hair is never brushed. Literally, my hair will probably air dry, and that's how it will be for the rest of the week until I wash it again, which will be in 4 days. So I don't have time to put outfits together that look nice or whatever for every single post. But when I do have, time to take a nice picture while the boys are napping, that's usually when I work, I do make an effort to make it presentable. So I think it's important to just kind of put a little bit of effort once you kind of figure out what is working for you. And if you don't know, just test out the waters, see what content is getting more attention. So yeah, I feel like I've been rambling on forever. I'm surprised my kids haven't woken up. Lucas's room is literally right above my office, and I'm surprised that me talking for this long has not woken him up. So I hope you guys got something out of this video. I can make another video if you guys are interested. Just let me know in the comments if it's something that you are interested in. Do you want me to break down the Instagram analytics? Do you want me to do a step-by-step on how I post personally and how I use all of the Instagram features to the best of my advantage and to get engagement? So there's a lot of other topics that I could talk about, but I just really wanted to come on and give you a few pointers or what you can do to increase your followers. And maybe you're doing half of that, and maybe the one thing that you're kind of missing is let me clean up my bio and see what that does, or maybe let me check out Lightroom and see if my pictures look better, or whatever it may be. I hope that I gave you guys something that you can walk away with and take into consideration when you're looking at your Instagram page. That was a lot. So if you guys learned anything from that, I would so appreciate it if you hit that like button on the bottom and you hit that subscribe button on your way out, because there's plenty of more content coming your way. And for now, guys, have a wonderful day, night, morning, whenever you are watching this video. And I so appreciate you clicking to watch this video. So find me on Instagram at Heidi's Noble Hanger. And if you are on Poshmark, you want to check out Poshmark, my Poshmark name is The Noble Hanger on there. Or if you're new to Poshmark, use my closet name, The Noble Hanger, for $10 off your first purchase. So yeah, that's it, guys. Have an awesome day, and we'll see you next time. Bye.